Right.
It-
They don't,
do mostly related to cement in the winter and
right,
all those kinds of things,
right.
and siding in the winter.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, sorry, let us begin. On bridge for January 6th, 2026. There's Walker, Casperson, and Mallard are all present.
Yeah.
That's, yeah,
Subdivision to accept.
So Freedom Acres Division 2 phases 1 and 2. So Beach's Corner, north of Beach's Corner, east side of Van Road.
what's in here.
Additionally accepting the roadways public improvement.
They're all built pretty.
Yep, they're built, repaired, and we last 2 months on.
North of Beach's Corner on the east side of the road.
Just
They've had more subdivisions, and this is part of a great maker.
And this is both manufacturing or industrial, it's both residential.
it's all residential.
It's all residential.
It's pre-maker. There's another subdivision south of there, that's just off 526.
That's like the two first. Yeah.
I make a, you haven't made a motion yet. Make a motion to accept, to conditionally accept as a maintained public right of way. Freedom Acres Division number 2, phase 1 and 2.
Second. All in favor? Aye.
Well, we don't have other action items, but there are a few things I want to just get questions on. First Street, were there any other questions about that, about what we need to do, or,
About extending the lanes.
yeah, doing a 5-lane versus 3-lane?
Yeah.
How do I approach LTAC and tell them that, or? I mean, is that for priority, is that still high priority, and is that where I go?
Want to do it, we're waiting.
Okay,
We talked about
Unanimous in that.
85 versus 100.
yeah,
And doing a 5-lane now instead of a 3-lane now and a 5-lane shortly around.
okay. I will probably, I'll get a hold of LTAC and tell them that is the direction we're gonna head. They may need something more formal from the commissioners in the future for the additional funding, but I'll let you know.
Do you see any consequences to us making that decision?
No, I don't. I think it's a good thing. I think getting that stretch of road done to the 5-lane is a lot better long-term option for it.
Okay. And LTAX can be fine with it in the long run.
If we pay for the extra, I'm sure that they will.
Okay.
If you haven't heard, share my screen with you, our gate on Meadow Creek Road,
Oh,
Will
my.
you expand it? I can't really tell what it is.
try to expand it here.
I mean, can you make it feel this right here? I don't know.
So this is the gate on Meadow Creek Road. It was hit from the back side. There was somebody that was up in the closed portion. And he evidently was coming out at night and didn't see it, and basically has destroyed the gate.
A bit too nice on this vehicle.
It totaled the vehicle. We don't have pictures of the vehicle. We're supposed to be getting those. But we don't have them yet.
But we know who did it.
Yes,
Oh, good.
How did
That's a
it get
surprise.
the closed area?
Well, he made some claims to the sheriff's deputies that were up there. That he went through Antelope Creek, which is also closed. But, yeah. He was definitely in a closed portion and we believe that he knew that. He was told that his insurance or he would likely have to pay for this gate to be repaired. So the question I have to you is, do we repair it right now? How fast do we repair it? What does that look like, for temporary use? Evidently, Fish and Game has said that because there's no snow, and the gate is now destroyed, they've had over 30 people go back up behind there, even though we had a sign that said still road closed.
Well, let's put some concrete barricades there and close it so that it can't be opened and get the gate fixed and get it closed.
We do have some people with keys. And so we'll have to figure out how to still have the landowners.
We have a spare gate.
We do not have a spare gate.
Future that might be a worthwhile thought.
Well,
You guys have one of our old gates?
We had thought about having extra gates. This particular gate is different than the others because one arm was a lot longer than the other because the road was wider than some of the others. And so having a spare gate for this, it would be only a spare for this.
So something's gonna have to be manufactured, or is it something?
Yeah. Would have to make it.
And how long? Oh, that way.
It's gonna take a few weeks. That's what the gate looks like on the trailer that we brought back.
So are you asking us if we should start it now or wait for insurance?
What I'm asking is, yeah, do we start it now?
Start it now.
Yeah,
I mean, we're gonna get the insurance or we're not gonna get the insurance either way. We gotta get it done.
and if we have some kind of temporary, we can go up there and narrow the road, put a temporary gate so that it's locked. Not doing all of your assets that you have sitting on the table. Let's think, this
Change the gate post temporarily.
We'll figure out something temporarily to get up and try to help with fishing game.
can go back to the picture area.
Where is this thing?
So on Meadow Creek Road, if you go past Juniper Campground, right, about a mile past the entrance into the campground is where this gate is at.
Did our deputies visit with this guy on scene? Have we
Yes.
notified?
They visited within the scene. They did issue a citation on the scene.
This is alcohol. Tip.
They do not believe so. He kind of refused to be checked out and didn't want to go to the hospital or anything like that, but his vehicle is towed. And we are in the process of trying to get pictures of that.
Well, if he's married, he's probably got all the flogging he needs.
Um, Quick update on 49th North. Plans are proceeding. As far as Intermountain Gas, did they get a letter? Is it a 30-day set time for when they are gonna come in and talk to the commissioners about that?
I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Board order?
What's that?
So on 49th North across Sand Creek, we have a gas line that is going to be inside the bridge footings of the new bridge. Intermountain Gas has basically told us that they don't want to move. And I'm recommending, and the design engineer are recommending that Intermountain Gas does move. And so we've asked the commissioners to get involved and make sure there's a board order or something that says Intermountain Gas, you have to move your gas line out of the way of the bridge abutments.
And I think Oscar had
I've
drawn
texted
up a
him right
letter
now.
or some. To that effect, at least he was going to.
There's something he said about having a meeting with Intermountain Gas first.
Yeah.
So,
But
not currently.
it's just stuff that this is office, right?
In a meeting. We'll follow up with him.
Yeah. Good. Your schedule. So said you have to do this. Yeah. Nice to tell the person.
Update on fifth east and 49 south. I did get the paperwork finally for the parcel. That was the last parcel. I will be getting with the title company this week and getting that in process. And so we are going to meet with LTAC and the design engineers, talk about schedule for that one. When we could possibly finish up all the plans. I know Rocky Mountain Power and Idaho Falls Power have some discussions. The parcel on the northwest corner needs to have an easement purchased for the power company. And so they're going to be talking to those homeowners. I told them I didn't think the county should be necessarily involved up front with those easement discussions because we already bought the right of way for it. But they need an easement to redo some poles. And so they're going to be reaching out to those homeowners quickly. That without that being complete, we probably can't go out to bid because the power line does need to be moved in order to do the road widening. Work through that. And then I own a little, road. Little Sand Creek is, they're still waiting on some, I think some structure going underneath the Little Sand Creek Bridge, but they have started work on Big Sand Creek as well. Most of the utilities have moved on that. It will continue to be closed for months. And so if you get comments, questions, both the bridges are still out. And so it's an ask to be closed. Any questions about those projects?
65th South is still, that bridge is still being worked, is it?
Yes, it is still being worked. I went out right before Christmas and they had all the excavation done to start work on it, but I haven't been out there since.
How does that affect the bus routes? Starting back up.
The bus will go around. They can get to both sides of the bridge, but there are no, on the west side, back to 15th, there are no property owners that need buses. On the east side of the bridge, they can turn around at Da Vinci there at the church house. So they can still get there. It's just
Like last year, we had an area that had 4 mile drive around because we had 2 bridges out.
yeah, it's not 4 miles.
Great.
David has a picture up here of the Meadow Creek area.
Yeah.
Small businesses.
Yeah.
It's. Right, yeah.
I had fire shop.
Yeah.
How long it's still
Like
like 50 miles an hour or something.
I bet he was doing pretty fast to tear the pin out like that.
Sometimes karma is immediate.
It did happen on New Year's Day. Date of collision 1/1/2026 at 5:57 PM.
Very dark.
Yeah, it was pretty dark.
The gate after him.
That's not.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Okay,
I don't think so. Still trying to warm up to work again.
I think that's all we have. Thank you.
Okay. Very good. Thanks.
Thanks. Anything else?
Just wanted to give you a heads up. You probably already know we have a couple ordinances coming in on Thursday for ones to adopt the electrical code by reference as well as the plumbing code by reference as well.
So you bills.
Yeah, and then the contracts for our electrical and plumbing inspector needed a little bit of modification. I've done what I could do, but there was a question about the mediation portion. If we ever had to go to a mediator, who's paying for what? The electrical contractor wanted to make sure that was spelled out a little more as to what issues would constitute mediation. So I did ask Weston to take a look at that, maybe do some wordsmithing. So I'm hoping to have them sign those. I'm hoping by the end of the week, so that we have them on board and ready to go as soon as we get our first permit.
Cool.
Other than that, and then I did text Jordan. He said they could do a CO without countertops in a kitchen. It's not part of the actual IRC to get a CO.
It's just going to line up this.
Yeah.
So we can see that things down to the.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can.